What's up, fools? Brent with AOB. What you're about to see in this video, I say this is one against the other or whatnot. Big thanks to Casino Matchmaker. He introduced me to one of the strategies, well, both of these strategies that we're about to play. By no means, when I refer to it as his or mine, is it mine by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just demonstrating these two different ways to play basically the same layout. That's all this is. And it's just a short couple sessions, means nothing, but I will repeat these over just so people can get the difference between follow the winner and static. Again, I'm calling them Casino Matchmakers follow the winner versus AOBs only to designate them. Not my strategy. I barely play low coverage systems. And I know Casino Matchmaker has had super results with follow the winner on this. So taking nothing away from either way you choose to play it. I just want to make that clear. And again, big thanks to Casino Matchmaker for introducing me this. This has been a lot of fun playing this low coverage system. So, all right, let's get to it. What's up, Roulette fools? Brent with AOB here. So today I'm going to compare the same strategy except different chip placements. One's going to be follow the winner. The other is going to be static. Now what we're doing is follow the winner, 13 numbers neighbors. Okay. And this is Casino Matchmaker is the one. I had members that originally said, hey, he does this. Let's try it. I tried it and it was wildly successful. So I was thinking, you guys know me, numbers on the wheel, the placement makes no difference. That's my premise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 13 numbers, neighbor, follow the winner, and you'll see how I do this. And then for the other one, it's going to be static. We're going to play 13 neighbors based on just the zero, and it's going to stay put. And we're going to use Fibonacci. Okay, so you can see the time going up there. And down here, over here, this is the static one, and in the far left corner up there, that will be Mr. Matchmaker's. All right, let's get going here. All right, we're on the same exact wheel. It just hit 17, so I got to get this to 6. And there we go. And for this one over here, the one that you're seeing over here, this is just static. This is 13 neighbors all around the zero. Now I realize it can be a little bit hard. It's pretty crowded. My screen's pretty crowded up there, but I did the best I could so that you could see the wheel and the layout board, as well as the progress charts, the live stat graphs for both of them. So hopefully that will help. And I got to pay attention on each one, how they're doing, because we're doing Fibonacci, right? So I'm having to keep track of each one. So they both lost that one. So I'm kind of keeping track on my nifty tablet here, what progression we're at, so I know how to go. We each started on each table. We started with $100 even. So just in case one of the live stat graphs aren't working correctly, hint, the 13 number follow the winner, that graph on that particular place does not do live stat graphs very accurately. So I'm playing on raised. So okay, we both lost again. So we're going to go to 2 units. Oops. So he hit 10 over here. So we got to come over here to 10. And what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 units on 10. 1, 2, and 1, 2. All right, there we go. We got 2 units on each. We went 1, 1, 2. So I'm going to jot that down so I don't forget. The next one is 3, right? With Fibonacci, we're adding the previous 2 unit bets together. So it was 1, 1. Now it's 2 because we added. The next one will be 3. All right, let's see where that goes. I definitely didn't get that. All right, he gets a hit. I get a miss here. So his get to go back just to base bet here, which is 1 unit. And I need to go to 3 units. So I'm at 3 units now. And he starts again at 1. All right, so if I miss this one, I go up to 5 units because we're 3 now. The previous was 2. You add them together, 5 units each. My bet is 390. And I keep saying his, Casino Matchmaker. whatever. You guys get the point. I have never been a small coverage system player, but I gotta tell you, when I was asking Casino Match, oh my gosh, he's gonna be raking the coals with me now. He's gonna be laughing all the way to the bank. So I am gonna bet again, and I'm gonna go 2 more units. And this hit 20 twice, so I can just rebet on his side. So I'm at 5 units. Our next will be 8 units if I miss on this side. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can get going here. All right. All right. All right. Now I've played this to get prepared for this. I've done this 10 times. I'm not going to tell you the results till afterwards, but I've played this now 10 times. And oh my gosh, he's wiping the floor with us. All right. He's back on 5. Now I am on 8 units. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Yeah. Greg's going to be laughing all the way to the bank with me. So, anyway, I've never been a small, I don't even like outside bets much, but when Greg was like, oh, I asked him what his favorite strategy was, because I was, is yours 9 street? Because you guys know me, 9 street and 5 double streets are my go-tos, right? So, all right, we finally hit. He does not, but he was just on the first one. So finally I hit, so I can go back down to base. He's on his second progression. I am on my first now. Whew. So he's still considerably ahead of me. I keep saying him. So Greg, if you're watching this, I'm not meaning this to be a competition. This is more meant to see how these two strategies line up when they're the same strategies, but different places on the wheel, right? One's being static, one's being dynamic, following the winner. We could have easily gone opposite of the table. I know some people like that. Wherever it lands on the racetrack or the wheel, we go exact opposite. Some people like that. All right. All right, we got a hit for a change. So we're going to just repeat that bet. And over here, we're going to go to 2 units. So one of the reasons, and Brad and I were talking about the definition of lazy. If you're a lazy person just because you're lazy about one aspect, and he was saying, no, you're just lazy in that aspect, but you're not a lazy person overall. We're both right, and we're, whatever. It's just semantics. But when it comes to betting, I consider myself a lazy bettor. I don't think you guys, if you've watched me at all, I don't believe that complicated means better, right? Complicated does not mean better. Oh, stop. You went too far. All right. He hits, and he's literally wiping the floor with me right now. All right. So he goes back to 1. I'm going back because that was my first hit. So I'm on second progression. He's back on 1. I'm at 380. The dynamic strategy is at 860. Anyway, when Greg told me he likes the 13 numbers, follow the winner, I went, and on some of our live streams, I did it for several sessions, and I was blown away at how well it was doing. So like right now, he's just, oh my gosh. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rebet that. We are at 2 units now, so I'm going to just double the bet. And we're right now playing on a pragmatic server. Okay. Now I am exclusive with Raised Casino, as most of you guys already know. I'm playing on a different casino. I'm not going to give it any kudos, but it's one of the casinos that, if their live stat graph they've literally just quit caring about it. Ah, there we finally hit. He hits. So we're both hitting right there. So 21 over here, and I'm just going to go back to base bet here. We're both back on 1. First progression. Anyway, I played it on our live streams, fully expecting this thing to go deep all the time into the progressions. You're only covering 13 numbers, right? And you guys know me. I don't even like 2 dozens, which are 24 numbers. And on the Prague tables, I don't know what it is about the Prague tables, but they follow the winner a lot. It seems like. So I don't know. Oh my gosh, look at, he is just destroying this game right now. 25, I have to repeat, and we're going down to base bet again for our second progression. Is still 1 unit. 15 to 580. Now, some people have said of me, of pretty much every content creator out there, that we record until we get the results we want. If you've seen any of my losing, you'll know that's not the case. And I know it's not the case with Casino Matchmaker either. Oh, come on. All right, we both lost on that one. He's still on base. I am on 2 units now. All right. All right, so he's on the second progression. I'm on the third progression. Anyway, neither one of us do that. I know, I'm sure a bunch of the other content creators out there and stuff, you know, Roulette Master and stuff, don't do that either. Because in the end, we're trying to just to show you, this isn't my strategy. This isn't his strategy per se. These are just strategies that we like. Oh my gosh, he can't miss, I can't hit. All right, so we're gonna repeat plus add 1 unit. So if you're gonna play static like I am, it really helps to save that base bet for Fibonacci purposes, because then you can just click the save bet, which I'm doing over here behind my head, is the save bets. So yeah, anyway, oh my gosh, we're just getting destroyed here right now. We're going to go for 20 minutes. We're going to be going for about 10 minutes right now. We're going to go for 20 minutes and see where it lands. That should give us about 28 spins, I would imagine. Oh, too far again. And he hits again. This is insane. It's insane how it does this on this server. Okay, there we go. 27. We're going to repeat. That was 3. We're going to add 2 more. So we're up to 5 units. I'm at -2. Meanwhile, he's at the Hilton. Now, I will tell you one bit of information. I tested these 10 times on Prague servers, okay? And I'll tell you the results at the end. However, previous to this, I tested the 13 numbers, follow the winner neighbors, and I'll explain that exactly what that is for you, for those of you that haven't seen this before. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he can't lose. All right, here we go. We are on 5, 6, 7. One thing I hate about Prague is that when you have saved bets or you want to do things, you can't just click it. It clicks and you got to wait for it to go and come back. So it slows down the versus Evo tables. If you click on a favorite and stuff, it just goes. There's no waiting period. I think that's really dumb on their part, but maybe they were like, we don't want miss hits. All right. Let's see if we could finally get a hit here. We're at 8 already. Okay, that'll do it for us. All right, amen. So we just hit a 4, so we can come all the way back to base. And over here, he missed it. So he's still on just the first progression right there. Or was he on the second progression? He was on the second progression, I think. So I'm going to take his up to 2 because he was on 23. This is the problem. I'm concentrating on 2 things. So I'm just going to assume, because I had it written down here. I'm trying to keep track of it. You can see on my tablet, I'm just trying to keep track of things. Which progression are they on? All right, we both missed that one. So 1, 2, he's on 3. And I'm still on the base one still. All right, here we go. Okay, for those of you that are not familiar with the neighbors, we're playing on the racetrack, which is this little nifty thing you see down here in the bottom left, right? Now, you'll notice it goes away right now, but you'll notice when you can bet, there comes a number with a plus and minus. Right now, we're on 6. What that number means, whatever number you click on, it's also going to place 1 unit on 6 to the right and 6 to the left of that number. All right, so we hit 35. We're going back to base bet, and he was on 3, so we got to go to 5 now. All right, he's on 5 units. And we're back to 1. First progression because we hit. Anyway, whatever number you set there, in this case, it's 6, right? 6 to the right, 6 to the left, plus the number you have. All right, we hit again. All right, we're coming back. And he was at 5, so he's at 8. All right, he's at 8 units right there. And we are back to base. The highest we have gone is 8. Let's see if he can get a here. And I hope he gets a hit here. I keep saying him. I hope that strategy gets a hit here. Again, so many times, including myself, we do head-to-heads, but it's very hard either to get a second person to play on the same table at the same time. So what normally happens? Oof. All right, we hit here. This is at 13 units now. What was it? 28. So 1, 2, 4, 8, and a 5. Okay, he's at 13. Now, the nice thing about this is when you do Fibonacci, because it's only 13 numbers, when you hit, no matter where you're at in the Fibonacci progression, you recover and profit, okay? Now, 13 numbers for me is the max that I'll do Fibonacci. I know some people do Fibonacci on 2 dozens. 30. Oh, we both got whacked, but his went to 30. Okay, so we are at $2.10, which is 21 units. Okay, so he's at 21 now, which is 8 plus 13, the last 2 bets. It's 21. The next one, if he goes beyond that, is 34. Will be 34 units, but he just needs 1 hit and he's going to come way, way up. We're still lagging where he was. So when he gets 1 hit, he's still going to be, he'll take the lead with this 1 hit because we're still only at $14 here. All right, we are on our second progression right now. Oh, please hit over there. No, he didn't. He didn't hit over there. And we're 2, and oh no. So 210, we're going to go 34 over here. Oh, let me get to it. 1, 2, 3. 1. Oh, I didn't get it. I didn't get enough bets on there. I didn't get enough. I only got 3 units on there instead of 3.4. It needs to be 34 units. We're at 3. So that's my bad. That's really my bad. So it'll be good if it misses. It'll be bad if it hits. Oh, and it misses. Oof. All right, we are on 2 units here. And it goes 340, right? Plus 21 is 560. And oh my gosh, I'm just fumbling this thing up. I'm messing this thing up. It's too hard. It's too hard for me to keep track. All right, I'm going to pray actually that his misses again, because then it'll be less of a hit. And I'm at 56. Oh my gosh. 12. Misses again. All right, we are at 77 units over here. And hit 12. $7.70. And we don't have enough money. We don't have the money. My balance is 53 cents. We're down 99.78. Oof. You know what? So I'm going to do these back to back. I'm going to start a new session because I did screw up at the end, but he did get on misses there and we ended up at $99. So even if I had done those right and we had a bankroll bigger than 100, we would have been out no matter what. On this one, I didn't bet again. And that would have been, you know, if I had bet that one right there, that would have been a loss for me too. That was on 2 units. So we could have taken off 260 from where I was going. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a break. I got to reload up 100 in each place and we're going to give this a second go real quick. All right. I'll be back. I'll be back. Okay, fools, we're back for our second session here. It hit a 2. So we're on our very first progression right here. And We got follow the winner, which is the one in the top corner over there. These both won. So they both stay at one progression, or at the first progression, which is 1 unit. We're playing Fibonacci, right? You're adding up the previous two unit sizes to give you the unit size that you need to be at. So we stay at 1. Let's see how this session goes. This is a unique situation for me because this is the first time that I've done tested a head-to-head strategies on the same table at the same time. I'm logged into 2 different casino accounts to do this. Of course, I'm not going to mention what the other one is, but here I am exclusive with Raised Casino. Absolutely loving this casino. They got great rake back. They tell you what I like about this casino a lot is that when you drop down and look at your VIP status, it tells you what your weekly is and your monthly is going to be as you go along. So you don't have to guess and go, I wonder what my monthly is going to be. It tells you based on right now, if we were to stop right now, this is your monthly. Very, very cool. We were playing earlier on the new Prague French table on Raised. All right, there we go. We got a hit over here. This one goes to 2 units, and this one stays at 1 unit. So 2 there. Stay at 1 here. Anyway, so very, very cool that Pragmatic now has French here on the Raised Casino. Now we have an Evolution French table and a Pragmatic French table to choose from. Very, very cool. So I appreciate Raised. I contacted them and said, hey, Pragmatic has a new French table out. And boom, they got it just like that. All right, this one over here is going to 3 units. And this one over here is staying at 1 unit for the second progression. And so this isn't really, I don't like to consider these which one's better because personally, if you've watched any of my videos, you'll know that I don't believe in where numbers are on a wheel makes a difference. I'm not a believer in follow the winner is better than follow the loser or any of that kind of stuff. Oh, good. We hit over here. We missed over here. So this one comes down to 1 unit and this one goes to 2 units. So I don't believe in that. And you know, last year I was always harping on, I know there's some people on YouTube, whether they have their own channels or whether they comment on other creator channels that say, oh, the second and the third column are better. So you should play, if you're going to play 2 columns, play the second and third. Poppycock. That is absolute nonsense. And last year, many times I dispelled that silly myth. And if you want to do it yourself, just go look at the history, pull it back to 500 and see what that gets you. All right, here we go to, we're back at 1 unit over there. And over here, we get to start off again at 1 unit on first progression. That one's second progression, so it's still 1 unit. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, right? So on, so on. Anyway, I don't believe in that, but just pull the thing up to 500, the history of like 500 or on, and look at the percentages for first dozen, second dozen, third dozen, columns, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All right, good. They both hit. I like them both hitting because then it resets everything and I can start all over at the first progression. It's easier for me to keep track, less chance of me screwing up, right? So this head-to-head, yeah, this is new. I'm going to start trying to do this more, which is the same table, the same time, the same spin results, different strategies, so we can see exactly, right? Because myself, I've done head-to-heads where we're doing them at different times, right? Doing them at different times. And obviously, you can kind of get a taste for maybe how they work, but right? The big question is, yeah, but you've got a whole different set of numbers than what the first one did. The only true way to test them head to head is same wheel, same time, same dealer, right? Because then if there's dealer bias, if there's wheel bias, whatever it is that you believe in, we're getting the same thing. We're getting the same results from the wheel on each strategy. All right. So that's a loser for both. So Nope. This one goes to 2. And this one goes to 1 again. So we're on the third progression on the follow the winner, and we're on the second progression on the static. It's just going to take one hit over here, and you're going to see these things. Of course, one could crash and burn. That's going to happen. But in general, I'll contend that if you play this 100 times and even more, it'll be more prevalent. These will come out pretty darn close overall. So, all right, see, so that one hit. That's at $7 now. So 5, we get to start all over again with this one. And this one, we go to 2 units. All right. We'll keep track of that. So anyway, I'm excited about this, except I need 3 monitors now. I have 2 monitors. So I have one, one casino here with the wheels. And then I got my streaming software, which I kind of need to have up and visible. Okay, good. So this one goes, this is at the second progression, and this starts again at the first progression. Very nice. I want them both to win, right? Because I don't want to lose money. And I don't feel like, for me, it's not really which one's better, because for me, they're the same. It's just going to depend on the luck of that session. If you get in the session and it's following the winner a lot, awesome. If it's hitting opposite or very sporadic, follow the winner may get its boom kicked, right? But all right, here we go. So this one is going up to 2 now. And what did it hit? 30. So that's high. 1, 2. This one's going 1 again. So that's our second. All the winners on its third progression. Static is on its second progression. We're very, very close. 440 to 1060. That, I know that seems a lot right now, but one win over here on the follow the winner, and boom, you're going to see it's going to jump up nice and high again. All right. See, look at that. $9 right there. Boom. And now this one goes to 2 units. We're on the third progression over here, and first progression on follow the winner. All right, let's go. This is fun. I got to get this dialed in. I don't play low coverage systems, and I don't play, you guys know I don't play the racetrack. So in all the years and years I've been playing, I never really paid attention to the racetrack and where the numbers are, right? So, okay, there we go. So we won back over here. We're going to go 1 here, and then 19 right there. That goes to 1. It's on its second progression. I really wanted, if my daughter was home, I would have had my daughter here, and she would have been taking care of this strategy, and I'd be taking care of this one much more accurate that way, because if you've seen my live stream, I'm prone to placing wrong bets all the time. All right, they both missed. This is going 1, 2. This is going back to base. Third progression on the follow the winner. Second progression on static here. Again, they seem like, oh, 12 and 6. I got twice as much. One hit, couple losses here, and 1 hit over here, and they're right back at it. That's why I'm like, this is such a, when you're playing with such low coverage, the payouts are so good, right, relative to your bets, that you can be getting down, and the recovery is so incredibly fast on these things. Okay, we're going to 3 on this one. 1, 2, 3, and we're resetting back at base unit here. All right, and we've been running now for what, almost 10 minutes. I want to go for 15. If it's still pretty close, I want to go for 15 minutes, because we already did that first session, and I got to go back and review that first session. It's entirely possible that I could have, most likely would have screwed up things. All right. This one goes to 5. And this one goes back to base, still staying at 1. All right. I need this one to hit. I don't want to go into deficit on, I don't want to lose another $100 on either of these things. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. But this is going to be good. Once I can get this dialed in and I can get a third monitor for controlling the OBS and what the screen share software that I use to record this, then it's going to be so much easier. All right, we got to go to 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And over here, we're at our second progression. So we stay the same. We're on our 6th progression over here. We don't have a ton of more progressions here. Maybe, well, we have probably 2. I don't think we have the 3rd progression to go up to 34, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, that's gutting us. All right, so 21 is 13, right? 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, and this one goes back 1, 2. Oh, I didn't even get 2 over there. I didn't get it in time. All right. So if I win on this one, that's okay. If I lose, I mean, technically I should be at a 260 bet right now. Oh, Nelly. So this one over here goes to 21 units. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21. And this one goes to redo that. 1, 2, 3 units over here. Oof. Next over here is 34. We don't have enough to go. We don't have enough to go to the next progression over here. We just don't have enough to do it. I'm hoping this hits it. Didn't. Oh, all right. We're down another 61.20 today. This was on the pragmatic roulette one. So we tried once on the French. We tried roulette on the one. I did not keep recording these because I know what people are going to say. How many did you record to get the result that you wanted? And absolutely not, because I don't have a stake on either one of these. Neither one of these are strategies that I use, really, other than just for fun. And I guarantee you, I will do this again with the same exact strategies. I'll do it again maybe next week. And then the week after that, we'll do the same thing, 2 sessions. And you will see there will be times when this one just really kicks the butt of this one and vice versa, like today. It just doesn't matter what you do. That's my whole point. So for me, if it doesn't matter, which it doesn't in my opinion, keep it simple, stupid. That's why if you look at all my strategies that are my basics, those are my go-to daily drivers. 9 Street, whether it's Centipede 3 or Centipede 1 or Centipede 4, or 5 double streets, either goalposts, which is my most common. It's the same bet. It's very simple. And every time I try something different and I get down, I always go back to those basic ones. And to me, the basic strategies are the best because they're easier, less chance for human error, at least especially with me. All right, that's it for today. I appreciate you guys very, very much. Thanks for watching. And put in the comments if you have 2 strategies that you think line up really well that you would like to see. Get into Discord, DM me, or put it in the comments. I'll try to get in the comments. I've been so bushed lately, I haven't been able to get to it. All right, that's it. Be good humans. It's us against the casino always. Okay, cheers.